Yeah, baby. Can it be? We are back again. It's another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. Once again, it's your boys. I'm Gary G. Garcia along with my brother and partner in Misinformation, Brian T. Licata. And we're here. We're doing it. Sunday, early Sunday afternoon, right? Feels like morning. I just pretty much got up. Rough sleep, but I'm here. You're here. Looking fresh. Oh, man.
What a day to be alive, my friend.
What a day to be alive. We're here, man. We're here. We're witnessing it all, man.
History happened yesterday, people. They tried to assassinate former President Trump live on television.
I mean, we called it what? In episode 10, maybe?
Oh. Did you say that? Did you
say man. 10? I've been saying it for the longest. I knew that was gonna happen. I'm unflinchable, dog. I didn't even flinch. I saw that shit and I was like, yeah, that sounds right. It's about time, because I knew they were gonna try. It's crazy,
dog.
It's crazy, dude. What's crazy is that, like, just imagine if they would have got him. Like everybody like talking shit because he didn't get killed. You know what I'm saying? So like you're looking online and people are talking shit, but it's like, imagine if they would have got him. Imagine that dude would have been murked. Like, I'm wondering, do they have someone in place to push if he gets taken out? Do they already have someone lined up?
I mean, dude, there's always somebody ready. I think they always have somebody at the ready.
I would think
who could jump up. I mean, the thing is he was supposed to announce his running mate in the next couple of days.
Yeah,
he hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, man, that's
So that's I mean, that's my guess who it would have been had he gotten got. I mean, is this the last time it's gonna happen? There's so many possibilities, dog.
Nah, I think because Biden said that he called him. Which, he said he spoke to him. Somehow I doubt he spoke to him right after that. I can't see Trump.
No, he said he was going to speak to him.
Oh, he was going to speak to him. Yeah, he was going to speak to Donald, and I'll wait till he comes back. Apparently, he had something else going on over there.
My coffee was ready.
Oh, all right. Good for you. But apparently he was going to talk to him, and I'm just thinking, I could imagine that phone call. Like, he's like, yo, I'm going to talk to him real quick. And then, like, he gets him on the phone and goes, we're going to get you next time, bitch. Like, you think you're done? We're going to get you next time. Like, you think he threatened him on the phone, like, quietly?
Like a
got
dry
away
threat?
this time.
Like a dry threat?
I imagine when he got the news, it was like Scarface. When they were like, we fucked up. He got away. Someone needs to do the whole thing of Trump walking into the room and then going, you know what? You're a piece of shit. Tony, come on. Yeah, man. That shit is crazy. Crazy. And of course, the dude got 3 names.
Yeah, I do. Yes. Obviously, he had 3 names. What was it? Like John?
3 names.
It was wait, what was his name? It was he was from PA. He was 20 years old. His name is Thomas Matthew Crooks.
On that lisp.
Yeah.
Matthew what?
Crooks.
Quite appropriate.
I know.
Yeah, 3. I knew he was gonna have 3 names. That's for sure.
Yeah.
20 years old. I don't know, man. I didn't know 20-year-olds were that much into politics. At 20, man, I wasn't thinking about politics. I definitely wasn't going to go and shoot nobody over politics when I was 20. Not saying that, I'm just saying in general, like, what's going on in this world that you got 20-year-olds You know what I'm saying? Like so worked up that they're gonna try to. I mean, look at this dude. I don't know, man. Manchurian candidate. You think
Maybe.
he got a phone call that said sausage and eggs, and then he just clicked. Must kill the queen. You know.
Dog, I don't know, man. I mean, like he looks a little special. We got some comments. Themor's in the house. Themor, what up?
Oh, what's up, man? Joe, go her face. Jasmine, what's up, mommy? Me and Kyle have been waiting for this podcast since yesterday. That's great, man. That, like, you know, I know it's my daughter, but it's great that people are like, ah, shit, this licked off. I wonder what Rated G is gonna say. Nothing really intelligent, I don't think. You know,
well, why would we do that? Why would we start that now, dog? That's what I want to know. You know, I mean, man, this is just like, okay, so Timor says, sup, fellas, we're gonna break this down. We should definitely do a video breakdown. I'd like to start with saying I remember where I was at when they tried to kill Trump the first time.
Yeah. I was getting ready to go on show. I was getting ready to do a show.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I talked about it.
What did you say?
Right away. I said something like, well, it's funny because I said it right when it happened, and then I went online and everybody was saying it. So I guess it's low-hanging fruit. Michelle, what's up, mommy? The best to you, your daughter, and our new little child that's there. Hoping you guys all the best. I was saying, you know, how he's like the 50 Cent of presidents. You know what I'm saying? He's got like charges, and then he's got shot. And I said he's not only going to win the presidency, he's going to go triple out. He's going to go triple platinum. Cyril, what's up? My shoes.
So he was like,
yeah, he did.
That, right?
Yeah, he was like, let me get my shoes. But here's the thing. He was like, you ain't taking me off this stage in my socks, bitch. You think you're going to have pictures of me in my socks walking off the stage?
But the question is, why wasn't he wearing his shoes?
Because he probably had on shoes. But, you know, those dress shoes slip off easy. So in all the commotion of them pushing him around, he probably lost a shoe or something. Well, who knows? Maybe he kicks his shoes off right behind the podium.
Do you think he was?
You know, maybe he takes his shoes off behind the podium when he speaks to be grounded with the earth.
It's bizarre, bro. It's bizarre. Because that's the first thing I thought of. Maybe he likes to be grounded. Maybe he was doing like a grounding technique while he speaks. But it's like maybe they all do that. Is that some weird shit?
I don't know. But yeah, he wanted his shoes.
Says loafers.
Yeah, probably loafers. I agree. I see her. Welcome back, man. It's been a while, man. I miss you, dog. Yeah, I mean, I would have wanted my shoes too. It also goes to show you like how clear his mind was that the first thing, you know, that happens a lot. Like you look at September 11th, people were looking for their briefcases. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of go for what you know when shit like that licks off.
Yeah, I would say my shoes too.
I think I would have wanted my shoes.
Do you remember when we had that fire in my place in Florida, and it was like the lady who was like throwing the shit off the balcony?
Oh,
yeah. She was like, they found like fentanyl and coke and all this other shit in her system, and she was like 60 something. I did that. I went to grab my shoes. I was like, get my shoes, my wallet, and my wife was like, yo, we need to get the fuck out of this building.
Yeah, you got to get the shoes, man. I think I would have grabbed my shoes. I'd have been like, but you know what? I wear Air Force Ones. They're bullet ready, man. So they wouldn't have came off. Them shits would have been on. Air Force Ones don't pop off when shit pops off.
That's why you wear them.
Stay on. That's why I wear them, dog. I never ran out of my shoes.
Especially the black on blacks, right?
Yeah, man. I should rock my black on blacks today.
And
you know, don't try that
solidarity.
Shit with me. In solidarity. Yo, it's crazy. Then he said, wait. He said, wait, and then pumped his fist in the air. Gangster, man. Nobody gets shot like Trump gets shot.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I remember I was telling you that there was a comedian that I thought we knew who did that joke about Trump getting shot. It was actually Shane Gillis. That's whose joke. That's whose joke it was.
Yeah, but yeah, no doubt, man. That dude was like, hold on, wait a minute. Then started pumping his fist in the air, saying fight. That shit was gangster, yo. You know what I noticed too? If you watch it, right, when the bullets start flying, everybody behind them ducks, but no one moves. They all stay kind of looking to see what's going on. And I was just thinking, if that would have been a Biden rally, yo, that whole place would have cleared out. The minute the shots started ringing, they would have been out. Everybody would have been cleared out. There would have been no one behind them, dog. No one. They would have all jetted.
You think it would have been a stampede?
Stampede, dog. It would have been like a fucking Lollapalooza show. You know, they would have just went nuts. They would have all been just jetting. No one would have stood there, which made me think, here's the question. Liberals versus Republicans, no holds bar. Who's winning?
I mean, dude, is it even
Who's winning?
Is it even a question?
Put the Republicans on one side, Democrats on the other. Who's winning that fight? You know, the best thing that could happen to the liberals was that he didn't die. Because if he would have died, who knows? Like, who knows what be going on right now if they would have busted that dude? I'm pretty sure we would have woke up to chaos.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, dude. I think it would have been.
It's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think it would have been chaos.
I think motherfuckers would have been bugging, dude. Dude, they hit his ear. What's also great is how CNN was first reporting it. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls. And then they were saying, and then they were saying gunshots. They were saying gunshots at the whatchamacallit rally. Gunshot. It's an attempted fucking assassination, dog. That's what it is. It's an ex-president and running dude. He's running. That's an assassination attempt in any place in the world except CNN. And CNN is just an incident.
This is what happens in like really third world countries. Like they try to knock off the people that they're running against. So, all right. So what?
I called it, man. I said they were going to kill it. They were going to try to kill this more. I don't think they're done either. You know, I don't think it's like, we can't do it again, you fucking monkey. And he's like, hey, fuck you, okay? Fuck you. Fuck the Biden brothers. Crazy, dog. This shit is crazy, man. Like, it's really crazy. But the problem is everybody's like me now. Everybody's unflinchable. Like back in the day, if this would have been 2019 and that happened, I think there would have been a lot more insanity coming out of it. Now I feel like nobody's surprised by anything. So it's just like, they try to kill, Trump. I expected it. I was unflinchable.
Do you think it was staged?
By who?
By whoever. What do you think? What do you think? All right. What do you think all the possible outcomes are? Like, what do you think all the possible scenarios are? Like, I think
that 20-year-old 3-name dude. I think he got a call from an unavailable number, and he picked it up, and they said sausage and eggs, and then that motherfucker said click. We got to see the school pictures. I bet you he got shooterized.
Dude, that was. I mean, you didn't see the one? He had the Dahmer glasses.
Yeah, I mean, he was bound to kill his parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Zero says no. No to what, Zero? No to what?
No to what? Yeah, what are you saying no about? I think
it wasn't staged. I guess it was it wasn't staged.
No, it wasn't staged. I don't think it was staged. Nah, I mean, even the Democrats are saying it happened.
Well, when I was I told you I saw a show at Rodney's at 5, a showcase show, and when I was coming out of it, a lot of people in there were like, "Oh, this is set up. Look how nice this photo is." They want him with the blood on his face, the hand up. Timor.
You think it was very poorly staged? So you think Trump actually did this? I mean, I think we would have known when he got shot because we heard him say, "Let me get my shoes." I think if he would have set it up, he would have been like, "This motherfucker came too close. I told him not to. What the fuck? These motherfuckers came too close." He would have been cursing. "This motherfucker shot me in my fucking ear. He's supposed to shoot the fucking screen next to me." I don't know, man. They killed that person. One person got killed. I don't see in all honesty, I mean, I don't know, man. You can't trust anybody, but I don't see Trump getting his own people killed just to get elected. I just don't see that. I just don't see it with Trump. I could believe that with anybody else probably, but I don't. The thing with Trump is, like he doesn't have to be going through any of this shit. The motherfucker's rich. Like he even said himself, I don't have to do this. I could be anywhere in the world, chilling in one of my many mansions. I think the shooter was blind. How the fuck do you miss a target that big? Well, maybe he wasn't. He was only 20 years old. I mean, how long could he have been shooting? 5 years, 6 years?
Well, yeah. I mean, since he was like 12. I mean, some kids, especially out in the country in PA. This was outside of Pittsburgh, Butler, PA.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's where it was.
I think somebody tried to kill him. You know what I'm saying? I think someone tried to kill him. I don't know. Could it be staged? I guess it could be staged. Anything could be staged.
I can't believe someone shot at him, dude.
I mean, I guess it's easy to say it was staged because I guess you could say it's easy to say staged because like he was so gangster through it all. You know what I'm saying? Richard, what's up, baby? What up, G Crew? I'm glad he slipped death. Definitely would have put a damper on my birthday. Oh, well, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, that shit added crazy news after stepping out of a comedy club, which, by the way, we could really use some talent here. I got to talk about that, Richard. See what places you got down there. Maybe I could set up some gigs, man, and head out someplace fucking nice for a little while. Get out of Atlantic City. But, I mean, I guess it could have been staged. I think they tried to kill that dude. That's what I think. Like if they were staging it, that dude must have known he was going to get popped.
Yeah.
Unless all of it's staged, no one really died. Is that what you're saying? Like no one got killed, not even the shooter. But nobody saw it coming from this kid. Let us take a closer look at this gunshot wound. Oh, okay. Richard says the headliner saved the day. Perhaps you know him, Carl Remy.
I do. I know who he is. I've met him a couple times, actually. Florida, right? Down in Palm Beach somewhere?
Yeah, I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't think I know him. I might know him by face. I don't know him by name. Even though Carl Remy, I would think I know that name by name. But
it sounds like kind of a famous name, doesn't it? Like somebody who would be famous.
I don't know. Who's would be famous, Tampa. Yeah, man. I mean, that's crazy. A lot of people were doing comedy shit yesterday when this went off.
Yeah, weird, right? Oh, dude, I just wanted to make a very special announcement. This is breaking. There is a shirt out now on briantilacata.com/shop. Where is it? Is it coming up? And here it is. It's the official My Shoe shirt. You can get it now.
Let me get my shoes, yo. He was like, fuck that, man. You're not taking me out of here in socks. I get it. I would have wanted my shoes too, yo. Cut my foot while you're trying to save me.
Do you think he had the white socks with the gray toe on it and maybe had like a hole in it or something? That's why he didn't want to be seen?
Nah, he's probably wearing Nike socks. He looks like a Nike socks. Yeah. I feel like he wears Nike socks. I don't know why. All
right, so we want to watch the full video, I guess, right?
Yeah, why not, man? I mean, I don't think there's anyone who hasn't seen it, but sure, let's check it out, man.
Well, I think Themore was kind of requesting a breakdown, it seemed.
And yes, I'm smoking in my house today because I just woke up. The shoes has to do with false flag events. At false flags, there are always shoes that do not fit the scene.
Explain. I
don't get that. There's always shoes that do not fit the scene. I don't know, man. It's Themore. Sometimes you be blowing my head. No diddy. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that if I don't know, maybe his shoes flew off. It's hard to say. But you know what? He's going to his next place in Michigan. Is that today?
I'm not sure if it's today.
I think it's today he's going down, and he said he was still going to go. Oh, no, he's going to Milwaukee. And he said he's still going to go. He's going to show up, dude, like Tupac. He's going to show up in like a fucking wheelchair with his head wrapped around his ear, like some fake looking wrap thing, a New York Yankee hat on. He's going to be up there like this and shit. He's going to go in like Tupac, man. This dude is just become the most gangster president ever.
All right, you ready?
He's going to come out. He's going to come out next time to many men. Many men wish death upon me. Blood out my ears, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. I'm telling you, he should, man. He should ride it, yo. You know,
well, dude, I mean, come
the gun
on.
hit my ear. I spit it out. Strictly hip hop music for this dude for the rest of his fucking career.
All right, here's the video.
Chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really,
Your shit is so slow, dog.
I know, dude.
and you know that's a little bit old. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Oh, got him. He said, "This motherfucker." How many windows do you have open right now, dog? Because your shit sucks.
Dude,
You gotta do something, man. Pay a little extra for the fast speed.
I gotta get a new modem, I think.
This is what we deal with. And this is why we need people to go to Brian T. Licata/shop and support the podcast so we can get this dude some good running.
Hold, when you're ready, on you. Move, move, go. Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Okay.
Your thing sucks.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear.
Shooters down. They got him quick.
Well, the question then becomes
Who even
also,
returned fire?
Oh, they have a video of the dude who they claim shot him. Let me get my shoes.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we got to move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes.
What's up?
And these motherfuckers are covering them like this motherfucker want to get on his shoes. At first, I thought he was saying "fuck him." That's what I thought he was saying. I thought he was like,
saying
"Fuck
freedom."
these." I know. Yeah, it would have been great if he was like, "Fuck y'all." He should have went out like Tony Montana, dude. He should have been like, "I take your bullets." Your video shit sucks, dog. I don't know what's up with your shit, but you need to complain to somebody, man.
I know.
You're in fucking New York and you can't get Wi-Fi. Your shit is popping all over. Horrible.
Dude, I have it's plugged in too, bro. I have like a cord thing. Right to the fucking router.
I mean, look, the shoot is dead, which means you'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll never know. The shoot is dead. So, you know, they're going to paint whatever picture they want to paint with this dude. And who's going to say anything otherwise? You know, and then you look at the no blood on the hand ever. What does that mean? Themo, what does that mean, dog?
Trump didn't have blood on his hand. In the video. It's all no blood on the hand.
And what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched a lot of forensic files, dog. Please explain to you, like, he had no blood on his hand. I mean, it didn't look like, he never touched his ear. He touches it right away. I mean, old Demogard does a great breakdown of this shoe thing. I don't know who that is, but I mean, listen, I'm not saying that it wasn't staged. I mean, I don't know what direction blood flows. I'm not a forensic expert. So I don't know.
You watch a lot of First 48, bro.
Yeah, I also used to watch a lot of forensic files until I realized all that shit is bullshit too. You know, it's all lies. All that shit is lies. They just keep creating scenarios till they get what they want to get, and then they go, "This is what has to have happened." You know what I'm saying?
That's what happens when a DA's got to make a name for themselves, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I can't even tell if he had blood on his hand or not. But I will say this: I would think the blood would still be flowing, and it didn't really look like it was flowing. You know, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if there's no.
Yeah, he looked like he got scraped to me, man. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like there was some damage to the ear, but we'll find out. I mean, you know, we'll see. It has to leave a scar.
Yeah.
If the motherfucker comes up and the top of his ear is gone, you know, that's like telling Holyfield he never got his ear bit off. You know what I'm saying? Raymond, what's up, baby? Raymond hit me this morning at like, I don't even know, 10 something. I was getting inboxes from Raymond, something like that, man. I was still sleeping, dog, and I still answered you. How about that? I still answered. I saw it was Ray, and I said, let me answer this dude, because he's like, when are you guys going to be on?
I mean, what do you think, bro? What do you think? What do you think the deeper story is with this guy? Do you think it was the Democrats trying to whack him? Do you think it was a foreign, like this guy had, somebody from another country, pushed him onto it?
No other country fucking tried to do that shit. It was either the Dems or the Republicans, one or the other. I mean, it could have been, it could have been like CIA or some crazy shit like that. I mean, they're usually behind everything. I don't know. I mean, it's too early for me to tell. I have to see what the rhetoric that they come out with.
What would benefit another country is the destabilization of this shit here, or Biden being president again, or the people being upset that Trump is dead. Why? I'm
looking at the kid who shot. The kid who shot just looks like, pure white kid from America. I don't know.
Exactly. The only way he would look, dude. The only way he would look. It would only be a young white kid from rural America, dude. It wasn't going to be anything else.
It wasn't going to be a Muslim dude with a big beard.
No, because and I talked about this with King Handles last night, and what he was saying is if it was an Arab, then everyone could unite against that. Where if it's unknown and he's dead, now it's just more rift between.
Well, they're saying he was a registered Republican. DJT. I wonder how Trump's social media stock DJT will perform tomorrow. 31.25 share right now. It'll probably go up.
Yeah, it's gonna go up.
I mean, they're saying he was a registered Republican, but I don't know what that means because I'm a registered Democrat. So,
and then they said, and then I saw something that said the kid gave $15 to a PAC in a couple years ago.
Or did he buy a pack?
He might have bought a pack.
Maybe he's buying a pack.
Do the shots sound like a rifle? The Secret Service failure.
Well,
King Handles, who's a ex-military, he said that it sounded like they were from out like from far away. Like it's consistent. He's not a gunshot expert, but I mean it sounded to me like what gunshots would be if the gun was far away. Like a long range rifle or something.
Yeah, he was over like 100 yards away. But what's crazy is it was a straight line of sight right to the stage. There's not a lot of buildings around there. There's like maybe fucking 6 buildings, and it's like the one building that has a straight line of view to the stage. That's the building they don't have nobody on. That's a little suspect. Saying hi to your wifey. That's a little suspect, that it has a straight sight, no angles, man. It was like if you look up the map, you'll see it. They got a map of it where the building was, and it was literally 132 yards away or something like that. And it's like a direct. It's a direct line. It's like why wouldn't you have somebody on there?
I'm looking at it right now, dog.
Bring it up. Like why wouldn't you have somebody covering that building of all the buildings? The one directly in front of where, you have a clean, straight line of shots. And Michelle's kind of right. That dude got a pretty big bulbous head, man. So it's like the fact that they didn't hit him. I mean, it's hard to shoot somebody from that far away, man. Bullets drop. They move left and right. They don't necessarily go straight.
Right. Yeah, there's wind.
So... I mean, man, you should, So that's where the shooter was. And look where the stage is.
So they're on like an airfield. It looks like an old airstrip.
I mean, but either way, look at the roofs. How many roofs do you see there? 1, 2,
I know.
4, 5, 6, 7 roofs. 7 roofs. They didn't have 7 men to put up there.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, you got to think where the shooter was. There was no one on that building at all.
Yeah, it's the closest building. Yeah, well, I mean, there's these 2 little buildings.
Those aren't buildings. Those are like houses, dude.
Well, this is an airstrip, dude. Look, this is 100%. It looks like an old airstrip or a farm or something like that. But this to me looks like an airstrip, and these are like hangars, you know. So if he's on the stage here and his back is to the hangar, you know, you would definitely have this locked down. You'd have these 2 things fucking locked down, and dude, you'd have this whole road, bro. This whole outside road. Like, look,
you could literally get on top of every fucking building there. Why not?
All right, dude. Let's see if we can find.
Come on, man. That's like right there.
Yeah, Timor says, yeah, no Secret Service snipers up there.
That's insanity, dude. It's like, why would you leave when you have that little amount of buildings? It's a small amount of buildings. Why would you leave any of them open? You know? And then you got the witness, which it's funny because that witness is like the equivalent of when you go to the hood and they got
really?
Shatika, you know, they got Shatika on there. Like, I seen the whole thing. It was kind of like that. It was like they got this white dude with like red hair popping out of his fucking visor, looking like your average white nut type dude, you know. But he claims he was, you know, pointing the dude out to the police and to the Secret Service, and they were all looking at him like, you know, like he had a dick on his forehead. You know, I mean, they definitely got a good photo op, man. You're not going to see a better picture of a president.
Dude, what?
Than a motherfucker like this with blood, you know, across his face. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That looks a little suspect, too. I'm not going to lie. The blood on the face and all that looks a little suspect. But what do I know? I've never been shot in the ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been around someone who was shot in the face to know how that blood is going to perform. You know what I'm saying? I could just, I guess. And why not? I mean, we're all about misinformation anyway. But
we are.
But
it's the Butler Farm Show grounds is where it was at.
Yeah, man. It was a farm. So I find it interesting that that building that was directly across from the stage didn't have nobody on it. I find that very weird.
Oh, dude.
Or the fact that, you know, I mean, like, it's like I said, a couple of people saw this kid crawling on the fucking on the roof. So it's like none of the Secret Servicemen saw them crawling on the roof. Witnesses, and keep an eye on those witnesses, yo, because I guarantee you're never gonna see them again.
Look at this, dude.
What am I looking at?
Let's see what it is. This is the distance. Dude, it was 500 feet, bro. 500 feet, dude. That's how far the shooter was away.
Yeah. And nobody saw that.
Dog, that's nuts.
Nobody thought, you know what? Maybe I'm not even CIA, and I would have been like, or any of these motherfuckers, and I would have been like, what about that building right there, dog? You know, the one that I can literally see the roof of right now? I think maybe we should put somebody there. No, that didn't cross their head. And they're like, oh, you know, Monday morning quarterbacking is easy to do. Motherfucker, it's Sunday, and it was the first thing I thought. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not even trained in any of that shit, and I would have been like, yo, what about that building right there? You know, it was definitely a conspiracy. The question is, whose conspiracy is it?
Right. Yes. Of course.
Did they actually try to? I mean, it was definitely a conspiracy, but
it's gonna be Lone Wolf, though, dude. You know it's gonna be Lone Wolf.
It's always they said it already. Yeah. They already said Lone Wolf.
Oh, jeez.
You know, they already said it, and it's like, I don't know, man. 20-year-old being that worked up that he's gonna shoot the president. I don't know.
I just, you know, this is what I was saying yesterday. This is what I was saying yesterday. Okay, what if he would have gotten shot? What if he would have gotten killed? What would have last night been like? What if today been like?
I think it would have been chaos, dog. I
know.
think
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. And other people I've talked to were like, no, it would be chaos. National Guard, this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, martial law would come into effect ASAP in just about every state. It would, dude. It would.
I mean, once again, unflinchable. Who didn't see that coming? And I'm gonna go on record and say that it's not gonna be the last attempt.
Can't be, right?
They're gonna blow up his car or something.
Timor says, "Ooh, Lone Wolf gets off 9 shots from 500 feet, dog." Yeah, listen to that, dude. Yeah, that's just like dude. That's just like it's
they
like
got a video.
The passport.
They got a video of they found the passport undisturbed. It was in beautiful condition.
Yeah, it was in beautiful condition, completely legible, not one single burn mark on it.
It's gonna be whatever they want to tell us it is. The dude's dead. So the reality
there's another video you're saying?
There's a video supposedly of the sniper who took him out. Supposedly. They showed this dude on the roof and they show him fire a shot. I mean, I don't know where that dude's bullet went. But they had him on the roofs right next to him, but they didn't have him on the roofs across from him. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense to me. But them trying to kill him makes complete sense to me. I've been saying it for the longest that they're going to try to kill this dude. If they can't get him with everything else, they're going to try to kill him. And whether he set it up, I mean, I don't know. I think he's going to start a podcast with Suge Knight. Because they said the same thing about Suge, that Suge set it up. Meanwhile, he was sitting right next. Yeah, there's the guy.
Chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. That's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and
it also seems weird that it looks like
that said, take a look at what happened.
See, it also looks like that dude.
What?
He didn't have to swing around and look around. It looked like he knew exactly the target.
He had his eye on him. Yeah, look.
It looked like he's looking right in that fucking direction.
That's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Was his eye on him maybe or something?
I don't know, man. Like I said, I can't say what that dude's doing, but
if you
it doesn't look like he swerves that gun.
Take a look at what happened.
Yeah, he pulled his head up.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Yeah, he looked up first.
That said, take a look at what happened.
And he fires. He fires immediately. The first thing you hear is this guy's gunshot.
But want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
And bro, he's not returning fire at all. Watch. So the first thing looks like this guy shoots.
A couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said,
looks up,
take a look at what happened.
Then goes back down and shoots 1 round. Right?
I really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Boom. And then has his gun down and it's not doing anything. Nothing.
Well, they move away, but
for that whole time.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it looks like he's pointing directly in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew where to shoot. The question is, did that kid know they were going to pop his head off? Did they tell him, don't worry about it, we'll get you out of here safe, and then popped his head off? I don't know. More questions than answers. And, I know the fucked up thing is you'll never get the answer. You'll never get the answer, dude. People are still trying to figure out who killed Kennedy. The Zapruder film. Yeah, people are still trying to figure out. King Handles, what's up, baby? Glad you made it. Why is he moving the tripod? That's a good question. They were told to stand down. See, Mark, now I think you're thinking, man. Yeah, they were told to stand down. That dude was definitely allowed on that roof. That's for sure. That dude was supposed to be on that roof. He was exactly where he was supposed to be. How did he also figure out where there weren't snipers? You know what I'm saying? Like you're crawling up to a roof directly across from him. You would think if you wasn't in on it that they have someone up there. Even if you can't see them from the sidewalk, you would think they have someone up there by the doors, something. So unless you knew that roof was going to be empty,
like it was.
What are you saying? You can't believe there was only?
I just can't believe he was that close, dude.
He was exactly where he was supposed to be.
I know, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was exactly where he was supposed to be. You're saying I can't believe he was that close. I think somewhere in Biden's office, they're like, I can't believe the motherfucker missed. How close do we have to put him? You know, I think that's the argument over there. They're going like, how close do we have to put this motherfucker that he missed? You know?
I'm looking up what building that was, right? Because I'm curious. Is like, okay, so what's the building? What else is around there, right? So this is the Butler Farm Show, which is like, I guess like they do, sell like chickens and pigs and shit, but they have some sort of farm service, and the building that the shooter was in is AGR International Inc.
Okay.
Which is pretty nondescript, and it just looks like it's a fucking warehouse, dude.
Like everything else there, like the other 3 fucking buildings that they had to fucking look at. It's just, I don't know, man. The dude was definitely where he was supposed to be. Whether it was the left or the right who put him there, somebody obviously put him there. There's no way. They come out there days before this even takes place, man, and they look at all the angles and shit like that. And you're telling me they missed that building? You want me to believe they missed that building? The building directly across from the thing. 20-year-old kids do the job with no experience. I mean, listen, maybe they've been training him all his life, waiting for the phone call. Sausage and eggs.
Why is it
I'm saying, man. I'm just saying, like, it's well, because if you say bacon and eggs, a lot of people say bacon and eggs and shit, so that dude would have been getting triggered left and right every time he went to go order breakfast. Then he don't miss. I mean, listen, it's the kid's 20 years old, man. I don't know how good of a shooter he was. I'm sure we'll find out. But at the end of the day, it's hard. I mean, I've shot in a bunch of guns. It's from 100 feet. The bullet moves. The bullet moves.
Yeah, bro. So he was on
20. Even if he's been getting trained for mad years, he's still only fucking 20 years old, man.
So this is the building he was on, right? And it was just straight across this field, the hug. Like, bro, there's nothing around here at all.
No, including any
and then a water tower. You wouldn't have somebody on this water tower too, dog?
Yeah, like, sure. Why not? The water tower too. Why not? I'd be like, yo, get someone on that water tower. You know what I'm saying? Like if I came and I was surveilling the place, I'd be like, we need someone on that water tower, get all these roofs covered right here. I mean, how hard is that?
It's not, dude.
Yeah, I can't believe that it was just a lone gunman. That's definitely not.
I think this was it. I think this was it. I think it was this roof to like this area over here.
And then you got the witness who said he was pointing it out. He was pointing the dude out. He said, I kept telling him over there, there's a guy over there with a gun. He said, you could see the gun. And he goes, and they were looking at him like he was an idiot. So, the kid did what he was supposed to do. Except, I mean, was he supposed to kill him? Or was he supposed to miss? Did he actually come too close? To be a fly on the wall.
You want to listen to this guy's testimony? Is this the guy you were talking about?
He's got like red hair popping out. No, that's not the guy. But that could be the guy who's interviewing him. That guy right there. Yeah, that's the guy.
Someone who was, you weren't inside the event, but you were just.
Yeah, see, it's not even worth watching any videos with your fucking slow ass fucking internet service, dude. You better start calling people up and complaining, man. Open that mouth. Okay. Don't be afraid to tell people that shit ain't working. A closed mouth don't get fed. Call your fucking place up and be like, what's up with my speed, man?
I think I get a new router is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you're on dial-up, dude. You might as well be on dial-up right now, man. Insanity, man. King Handler says, pause. I don't know what I said, but I'm pretty sure that's probably directed at me. I probably said something stupid on that. I don't know. But
Something inflammatory.
Dude, I just keep thinking, imagine they would have popped him. Imagine you would have saw his head spin around on that. And I said, too,
bro.
I said, when we talked about this, you said, how do they think they're going to do it? I said, they're going to do it live on TV in front of everybody. That's what I called. I said, they're not going to like drug him, even though now they might drug him. Now he might just have a heart attack. Now he just might have a heart attack. But I knew that the first attempt was going to be right in front of everybody, right in everybody's faces. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I wonder what episode that was. I was like trying to think about that. I was trying to think about that last night, but you called it a couple times.
Yeah, I called that shit early, man. And I said they're going to do it in broad daylight in front of everybody. That's how they're going to do it. With no fucks given. You know, I am inclined to lean toward the fact that they did want him dead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm inclined to lean. I mean, could it be he set it up? I mean, sure. Sure, he could have set it up. The pictures are great. Where did his tie go? Wasn't he wearing a tie? I don't know. Was he wearing a tie? Because now his tie is off. Maybe he wasn't wearing a tie. You know? But I mean, listen, when you get injured, shit comes off quick. I remember when I gave myself a concussion, you know, my shirt was the first thing that came off after I hit the floor. I was just like, oh, I took the shirt off because I got so hot automatically.
Oh, hot. Yeah.
You know, and I knew I was going to throw up.
How'd you get the concussion?
I was doing a drop-in on a half pipe.
On a skateboard?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How big of a half pipe?
Long time ago. I don't know how big.
Like a big one?
It was a big one. Yeah, it was a big one.
Yeah, I mean, dude, even like a 4-foot half pipe's fucking big.
Oh, no, it was bigger than 4 foot. It was a big one. Yeah, it was a big one over there at Forest Park. I did a drop-in with my old skateboard, which weighed about 100 pounds. It wasn't made to do drop-ins. And, you know, my son was just edging me on. So I did it and fucking gave myself a concussion. Horrible, too. I dropped right in. The skateboard went flying. My head instantly was bouncing off the fucking thing.
How many concussions do you think you've had in your lifetime?
One.
Oh, yeah?
One. Yeah, that one. I haven't taken a lot of shots to the head. Surprisingly.
Yeah. I think I've had like 5.
That makes sense.
Maybe more.
That makes sense. So sometimes they weeble wobble and they do fall down sometimes. And I would think if they do fall down, it's probably head first.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense, man.
Gee.
You know. And now they're talking about how this is messing up Biden's schedule. That now Biden got to move around a bunch of stuff. This is messing up his schedule.
Oh, poor him.
Dude.
Gotcha.
This shit is crazy. Oh, we got the whole crew here. Let's go skate. Shit, no more for me, man. Ever since that day, I just don't do it no more.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's one of those things you remember. You know.
Yeah, I always had a lot of respect for skateboarders, man. That's like you fall hard on street concrete all day, dude. I
feel like behind every really great skateboarder and every really great BMX or dirt bike or you know, those fucking little motorcycle shits, behind every one of those great people are shitty parents. Parents who don't give a fuck about their kid. You know what I'm saying? You see them dudes, they do flips and shit and then land on their motorcycle. Like they weren't good. They didn't just do that the first time. They failed a bunch of times. And there had to be a point where their parents bought them their shit. You know what I'm saying? So behind any kid who like is fucking jumping off of buildings and landing that shit, there's a parent who didn't give a fuck about that kid. Who was like, here's a skateboard. Go jump off a building.
Did Sam play football growing up or no?
No.
Yeah.
Baseball, basketball.
Yeah, you didn't play football either, though, did you?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I played football on the street.
Same. Yeah, my parents were like, I remember asking them when I was like, I don't know, like 5 or 6, and they were just like, yeah, nah.
Well, I mean,
you're way too small, bro. You're way too thin. Like, nah.
I don't think my school had a football team. And also, you know,
it was a public. It was like a town, like a league, like a town team.
Good parents, they keep fixing them after they wrecked. Yeah, but that's the thing, man. You know, as a parent, you're only getting one wreck from me. You break an arm, that's it. You're not riding that shit no more, dog. Forget about trying to do crazier shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they do crazy shit, yo. I just feel like the parent gotta not. It's like when I see a parent on the train with their little kid and they're licking the window. And I'm like, that's a parent that doesn't give a fuck about that kid. Like, you're going to be able to stop a kid wanting to skate. Nah, but listen, there's a point where those kids don't got money and the parents are buying them all the equipment. They're getting them new trucks, new wheels, new skateboard. Oh, you broke the last one because it got ran over by a truck when you tried to jump it. Yeah, I'm not getting you another skateboard, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting you another motorcycle.
Yeah, no way.
I'm just not, me personally. I'm just not. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe I'm wrong. But I just don't feel like a good parent's going to let their kid go out there. You know, they're going to not even like get him into that shit. You know, like my son, when I got him a skateboard, the first thing I said is don't go trying none of that dumb shit. It's the first thing I told him. Don't go trying none of that dumb shit. You know, because I care. That's what the boys are for, LOL. You never skated. So I did skate. And you know what? It only took two fuck ups for me to go, I'm not trying that no more.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I tried to do that kickflip shit and I fucking landed on my fucking side of my head on cement, I was like, yeah, it's not for me.
The worst part is when the board nails you in the shin.
Or the nuts. You ever see them dudes land on it on their nuts? It's like, come on, man. I'm not just me. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be like, all right, fuck it. Look, I give them to a concussion. Yo, I give them mad credit. I do. I wouldn't do it. Should have came to the bowl. I wouldn't do it anymore. Like I would skate. Like I'll do a pool and shit like that and go up and down and shit. But I'm not doing no tricks or any of that shit. You know, yeah, the sacks are fucking painful, man. When they do those shits.
The credit cards when it comes up in your ass, right? Isn't that the credit card?
Yeah, that shit. That shit's gotta, like, I would stop. I would just stop. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yeah, that's enough for me, man.
I liked shooting them. When I was a kid, I used to film like skate videos with my friends. But I
Sure.
Yeah.
That's one thing, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I would
video.
I would ride the blades, and then that's how I would film them.
Yeah, I just think slide it through like a card. Yeah, that dude, just saying that, my ass bone hurts.
The fuck?
Like I literally feel a pain right now, like it just shot up my spine because I just know.
Yeah.
I just know that shit is crazy, man. But I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, whether it was the left or the right who did it, somebody took shots at the dude who's running against fucking Biden.
That's so crazy, dog.
And here's the thing. Maybe it wouldn't have been nuts. Who knows? Because people ain't really bugging that hard right now. You think if they would have missed Kennedy, you know, like if they would have missed him and he lived through that, you don't think everyone would have been bugging?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm saying they got Kennedy, you know, and everybody was like, you know, oh, shit. But also that was a time when nobody really believed that their own people would do that to them.
Right.
You know, but now it's like, you know.
And some people think it was because he was talking about the deep state, right? Like the Kennedy want to get rid of the deep state.
Yeah, well, he didn't want any of that secret shit. He said, you know, a free society, there's no room for any secret societies to go on. And also they got him because it was the mob that got him in. And then he started going against the mob.
His brother RFK.
And they were like, yo, you know.
Que pasa, papi? You forget. You forget.
You forget who got you in there, dog. How you gonna come after us? You know. That attempt was perfectly arranged. I mean, handled. Well, I mean, like I said, so Gato, who do you think? You think it was a setup on Trump's side? How important is the 20-year-old American white boy to this story?
I think he's a patsy, dude. He's a patsy. He's a fall guy.
Yeah, I think he definitely, like I said, I think he was a Manchurian candidate. He got those Manchurian eyes, you know.
I mean,
And
or this
it's
kid,
always some nerdy
this kid could have just.
It's always some nerdy kid and shit who fucking does it.
This kid could have OD'd on fentanyl yesterday, bro. And they scooped that body up, and then they put him in. Somebody else could have shot and dropped the body. Didn't even have.
Well, I mean that dude, unless he's down with it too.
Mm-hmm. What dude?
The dude who saw it, he said he saw the dude crawling with the gun.
That guy, though?
Well, I mean, he said he also saw him get shot.
He saw a guy. Yeah.
I mean, unless they had dudes rolling all over the top of the fucking thing and it's one guy, then the other guy rolls away and they shoot that kid. I mean, it comes to a point, even in conspiracies, there has to be something that fucking makes sense, no?
Right, yeah. No,
so,
you're right.
I mean, I think it's probably that kid, Whether he did it of his own volition is a different story,
Gato says, can't believe anything anymore. Isn't that sad, man? Isn't it sad that no one has any trust in anything they see or hear at all anymore?
Yeah, I mean, how can you trust anything, man? How can you trust anything?
How insane is that, though, man? How I mean, it's like been what? It's been since 9/11, really, that it's gone down.
I mean, I always, like I said, since Kennedy, I've always been kind of like, you can't trust everything you fucking see. But
I know, but that was
9/11 is definitely where it all just said no more. The gloves are off. That's when they said no more even trying.
Like even with Kennedy, it seemed isolated or smaller. It didn't seem as wide. Yeah. Gato says vaccine and masks work, laptops, adrenochrome, everything veiled, and trust is lost in all media. Themore says anyone getting fired in the Secret Service, how much heat should they take?
I mean, one thing we know for sure, whether they dropped the ball or it was set up that way, there should have been somebody that roof should not have been left empty, and the roofs attached to it.
The whole place, dude.
That whole area had nobody on it. That whole area,
dog. You could have shut that, dude. Just shut down a square mile. How hard is that? No one in or out.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like they're showing his ear, and it's not like pouring down the side of his neck.
Mm-hmm.
It's just red on the top of his ear.
Well, it was his face that was scraped too.
No, it hit his ear. The blood could have been, he was standing. Nah, it actually don't even make sense because he's standing this way. The bullet goes this way. And now they got pictures where they say you see the bullet going by. And I was like, that can't be real. But then they showed it on the news. And I'm like,
it's definitely
probably not real. They just showed it on the news. Yo, dude, give me 1 second, man. Give us a read for Triple X real quick, man.
Oh, well, listen, guys, if, the holidays are coming up, which holiday? I'm not really sure. I guess maybe Labor Day would be the next one, but maybe it's somebody you know's birthday coming up and you really just want to get to know them a little bit better. Well, what better way to get to know 2 to 10 players than Triple X Playground, the board game? Triple X Playground is the only adult communication tool ever made, and you can get it today at triplexplayground.com. God, my internet is garbage. This is insane. Yeah, I got to buy a new router and modem today. I think that's what it is. I think it's just the hardware because now it's not even. Oh man. Oh no, the whole thing's shutting down. No. Okay. Yep. All right, we're here. We're back. Themore says dystopia has been there since the radio and Monolith. Gato says a world full of trolls that want to watch everyone suffer. Smash those parties with the Beach Babes. Thank you, Themore. This episode is also brought to you by BrianTLicata.com/shop, official home for Rated G. And my thing is just skitzing out, dude.
Sorry about that. What I miss?
No, my internet just being trash.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
I think I gotta get it. I think I gotta get a new modem and router combo.
I feel like all reception now is kind of shitty. Like no matter where you go, like here, I get good internet, but if I try to send text, sometimes they go through, sometimes they don't. Why? Why, man?
Oh.
Bring back.
Themore says sound and video holding up, so maybe it's just on our end.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that word.
Smooth.
Oh, okay.
So who is it? So is it
Very
Gary or is it me? Who's choppy? Is anybody choppy?
Nah, it was when you bring up the videos, man.
I know. Yeah. I know.
I don't know. What do I know, man? You know, I will say the pictures, I don't know. The blood kind of looks a little fake.
Does it though?
It does.
What do you mean? What do you mean it looks fake, bro?
It just looks a little, I don't know. I mean, I'm no blood specialist, dog. I'm just saying to me, I don't know. Who took the picture of him when he was underneath everybody? Because there's a picture of him like this, and he's underneath everybody. My question is,
there's photographers on the side, bro. When you watch the video, you see photographers going up on both
they
flanks.
literally got a picture of him in the huddle when they all huddled around him, and he's underneath like this, and it's a picture like the dude has to be in the huddle to take the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're looking at some of these pictures. They got one where it's like from the bottom up, and you can see all the Secret Service men on him, and he's got his hand by his ear. And I'm like, who took that picture? Like, who's the photographer that they allowed into the huddle so that they can get a picture from inside the huddle?
I'm not seeing this photo that you're speaking of. What? Don't.
Look, I don't blame you. Your internet's slow, so maybe it's just, maybe it's your internet, man. I'm not blaming you, but let me see if I can find it before you do.
Oh yeah. All right. So I got the blood photo too.
Yeah, it's up there, man. It's a good picture too. It's a good picture. I mean, there's cameras everywhere, but that's another thing too. This guy saw it, started pointing to it. Nobody pulled their camera out and started recording it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that dude said he was pointing, saying that, the guy's over there. There's a guy over there with a gun. There was no one around him that had their phone out and went to what he was saying to see the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's phones everywhere. No one caught no video of that on their phone.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense, man. I haven't really seen any cell phone video.
That seems a little suspect. That nobody got no footage of that on their phone. I mean, even the chick who got busted when that dude ejaculated on her leg in Philly, she got video of the dude running out and the nut on her leg. Gato said, that's what makes me think it's an arranged thing. They let a shooter have more opportunities after the first shot. He was in open view a few times after the attempt, which seems foolish. And you didn't see Reagan fist pumping after they shot him. He was gone in a group instantly. They wouldn't let him be in plain view, but who knows?
That's what I said. I mean, out of there fast at all, dude. At all.
Well, yeah, they said, I was just watching something right now. They said that, normally they get him out there quicker.
Right.
But supposedly they were waiting to make sure, and then they heard that the shooter was down.
Right. They're waiting for that.
They were waiting for a clear, route to get him out, then to move him. They were all over the top of him, so you weren't getting him at that point unless you went through someone else's body.
Yeah, King Handles told me that he watched and he sent me this podcast last night, and it was former Secret Service guys talking, and they were breaking down the video, and they said that they followed protocol, like they did it the way that they should have. Yeah,
I would think you're not just gonna run him, not necessarily knowing where he is. Church says, nope, that allows. Hey, what's up, Church? Note that allows them to give us anyone as a scapegoat. Well, I mean, we know the crowd behind them looked that direction before, during, and after. The crowd behind them, we should see all heads turned toward the shots. Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, they all eyes kind of stay on Trump. So it's kind of hard to say.
And some people go down, dude. People do have different reactions.
Yeah, a bunch of people went down. Nobody ran, though. I find that pretty odd that nobody jetted.
I mean, dude, it's pretty quick, and especially when you're watching it frame by frame, it's like people were trying to figure out what happened. I think it happened fast. They're trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. Were there shots? Like what?
Yeah. Well, they sounded like firecrackers, is what everybody's saying.
Nah, I think the gun. I think it was far away. Obviously, it's 500 yards away. You know, it's not like it was close. You know.
Yeah.
So, and then also like the timing of things, like people were talking about like the head snapping around at a certain time, and such like that. I think it really all depends. Like sound will travel differently, you know, and the video and audio might just, you know, might look weird, but that's how it could have happened. You know, I think that's too much conjecture. I think the fact of the matter is, I mean, the reports now are somebody shot at him.
So they're saying that his name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. He's 20 years old from Bethel, and that he gave a $15 donation, or 100, was it 15 or 150? I was trying to get it up while it was up, but he gave a donation to some group.
They said they found explosive in his car. I just saw this article too. Police found explosives in the car.
What was that gonna do? You know,
police found that bomb techs searched the area after receiving reports of suspicious packages. They found an AR-15 next to his body. Dozens of law enforcement surrounded his residence in Bethel Park. They searched well into the night in his house, but they didn't immediately, you know, they haven't said anything. And it was the FBI, dude, which I really don't want the FBI, bro.
You can't trust the FBI for shit, dude, dog.
Nah. And ATF.
Well, the FBI yesterday was like, anyone who got footage, please contact the FBI. And I'm thinking, if I have footage, I'm not contacting the FBI with that footage. I'll give that footage to, like, I don't know, some podcaster that I trust. I wouldn't give it to the mainstream media. That's for sure. I would give it to some podcaster that, you know, has a reliable, you know what I'm saying? Like that dude, PN, what's the name again? Patrick
Pat David.
I give it to someone like him or Candace or one of them, you know, give it to WikiLeaks. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't give it to the FBI, because then that's a definite you do not exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got this footage. Yeah, come with us. Never to be seen again. I don't trust the FBI for shit. That's crazy. You know, I don't trust that shit for nothing. Give the footage to the FBI. I'll be surprised we see that redheaded dude after next month.
Oh, wait, he just disappears?
He's going to disappear, especially if he's not saying what they want him to hear, unless he's a plant. You know, he could be a plant. But if he's saying something different than what he should be saying, you're not going to hear from that dude ever again. You're not going to hear from him ever again. The next attempt, I think it'll be a heart attack. I think Trump will just have a heart attack, which is what they should have went with from the jump. I mean, he is in his 80s.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure people are quicker to believe he had a heart attack, even though, you know, this other guy's still ticking. Yeah, go missing like all the 9/11 survivors that gave interviews. Exactly. Themor says the two snipers on the roof aiming directly at the location of the shooter prior to the shots is hysterical. Yeah, like they're looking directly in.
I know that doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all.
It was like they were waiting for him to get his shots off, and then they were going to take him out. I mean, that kid, and it's funny because they might have found explosives in the car. Where did they find it? Was it underneath the car in case this kid was quicker than they thought and actually made it back to the car? And then they just blow him up in the car and call it a suicide? I mean, to even get involved with that, that's why I say it probably was more of a Manchurian candidate thing. Like, he probably was some sort of MK Ultra, probably something like that, than for him to just be totally down with it. Because I mean, like, dude, what kind of an idiot, right? Especially today, would be like, okay, I'll do it. I'll take the shot, thinking that they're going to let you live.
I mean, but a 20-year-old kid would be the one that you'd want to do that to.
And then even a 20-year-old has to be smart enough to know they're not going to let you live after that. They're not going to let you live. So I can't see someone like being down with it to the extent of, yeah, just give me the gun. I'll call up there and I'll do it. I don't know, because you know you're done afterwards. They're not going to let you live. Am I bugging out?
The whole thing's like, dude, I'm kind of like, I'm in like disbelief, man.
Really?
No, I mean, I'm not in. It's disbelief in the sense that like, I expected it, but like it's literally unfolding exactly how you would write it if it was a movie.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that they motherfuckers think this shit is a movie, and they do it just like the movies, bad movies with mad holes in it. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like a movie. If you think about it, somehow the story was a good story, but it doesn't make sense. Feels rushed. You know what I'm saying? They left a bunch of key components out.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're going to write the story now. The kid's dead. So now is where the writers come in.
And because it always takes a couple days,
Yeah, they got to get the story straight. And I mean, who's going to argue it? His parents, if they're not already dead.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? They kill people, yo. No one's going to talk shit. And that, like I said, I'm not saying I don't know. I didn't get to sit in on the meeting, but there was definitely a meeting.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, there was definitely a meeting as to how this was going to go down. So,
yeah, then somebody got killed in the stands too, huh?
Yeah, they killed the dude, man, and someone else is in critical condition. So 2 people got hit, and then you got the shooter, 20 years old, 3 names.
Obviously.
It's crazy, and it has to be 3 names. There has to be something to that it has to be a person with 3 names, because it's always a person with 3 names.
Yeah.
And supposedly, they've been attempting a lot of fucking assassinations across the globe.
Well, that always happens, dog.
But supposedly it's been happening a lot right now. Didn't they just try to kill 2 people the other day?
Where?
Some country I don't give a shit about.
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, that happens all the time. I mean, like we fixed the election. I think it was in 2012 in the Ukraine that kind of like reorganized their government, and then we've been trying to get them into NATO. But that was like the beginning of the war, like this current thing with Russia.
You think it got pushed up because of the last two events that Biden had, where he called the vice president Trump, and then he called the president of the Ukraine Putin?
Yeah.
You think they were like, yo, this dude's falling apart. You know what? Let's just kill this guy.
And what was a theory that I heard recently about Biden? So, obviously we knew and everybody else knew, but didn't admit that he was old and failing and, whatever, right?
Senile.
Yeah, even at the beginning of this campaign, right? And the thing is they said that like, no one expected him to beat Trump. So, he was like basically the Democratic Party's like, let's just, throw in the towel. We'll get him after, Trump's 4 years is over. But they fixed the election. He got in. Somebody else, a consortium of people, I assume, have probably been running the country since Biden took office. Obviously, I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, it's like, we think of the government as one unit, but it's not. It's like, the FBI is doing their thing, CIA is doing their thing, military is doing their thing, White House is doing their thing, Congress, the Senate are doing their thing. But you go into this election, and what the Democrats just did is now, if they pull Biden out, it's past the convention, right? It's past the point of the primaries. It's past the point of when the Democratic primaries are, right? So Biden won the nomination from the Democratic Party. Now they can put anybody in. They don't have to get voted through the primaries to be the nomination for the Democratic ticket. That's the sinister thing. Is like they kept Biden healthy. They kept him healthy enough, right? Healthy enough to keep to push him through the primaries to now not have to have a say for who is.
Well, they didn't even have primaries, did they? They just said Biden's in
because he was the incumbent.
Yeah.
So they moved past the point, but now it's too late to have primaries before the election.
They're talking about Kamala, dude.
That's crazy, dog.
Could you imagine that? Church says they are convincing us that common sense don't exist anymore, so that we'll go away with any narratives they give us. Really, son, Secret Service dropped that ball. Yeah, I'm saying they didn't drop that ball, man. America's maybe paying the highest price for greatest incompetence the world has ever seen. Yeah, well, it's costing us, man. It's costing us. I know because I'm broke.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be paying the price in more than one way, my friend. It's sad, bro. It's really sad. It's sad.
I'll make the prediction that that the next attempt is gonna be through poison. They're just gonna give him a heart attack. They're gonna give him the flu.
Heart attack, MRSA, flu, COVID. You could die of COVID.
Yeah, he's gonna die of something medical now.
Sudden
Because
death.
they wanted to do it spectacularly, in front of everybody.
I know that's a statement in itself, doing it on TV.
I told you it was going to be in front of everybody. If they make an attempt on his life, it'll be in front of everybody, And if it was Trump's side who did it, Trump is pissed that they came so close and hit him in the ear.
Mm-hmm.
If they actually hit him in the ear, maybe he had one of those what is called quibs.
Yeah, the little sacks.
Yeah, maybe he had a little sacky sack. I thought maybe when they covered him, he was placing the blood on his ear.
Ah, could be.
But then they had that picture of the dude in the huddle, which I'm like, who took that picture?
Can you find the picture?
Yeah, I could look for it real quick.
I could look for it real quick. Yeah, I want to try to find that video, bro, or that one when we talked about it.
Oh, you're not gonna find it, dude, because it probably wasn't even. It probably wasn't even whatchamacallit, man. Yeah, that's funny. I saw the picture yesterday, and now I can't. They're not showing it.
Yeah,
Probably because somebody said, "Dude, why do we got a picture of him inside the huddle?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, here it is. Found it. Found it.
What are you sending it to me on?
I'm sending it to you on Instagram. Brian T. Licata.
One.
The Brian T. Licata one. Yeah, it's like taken from the bottom up. Clearly he's in the squatting position. Where's the Nigeria of the West? The corruption has become so obvious that it's embarrassing. We are the Nigeria of the West. The corruption has become. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's at a point now you just can't. It's almost comical to see the news still trying to, convince people. It's almost comical.
They do, bro. They do it. They do it every day, bro.
Dude, I just watched the Candace Owens and Don Lemon interview, and I honestly don't know why these people keep bringing up. Why do you keep doing that? I honestly don't understand why these people keep bringing her on their shows. She makes them look like idiots, and yet they still push what they're trying to push on them. And it's like, what do you think? We didn't just hear her answer. You're giving us an answer for her that isn't what she said. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And she went hard at Don Lemon, I like the one that she did with Pierce Morgan. That's another good interview where, like, why? Mm-hmm. Why bring her on, dude?
I can't even get this fucking photo up, bro, with this shit.
I'm like, why bring her on? You can't get the picture up?
No, dude, no.
Why not? It didn't go through?
No, it went through. It's my computer shit isn't working.
Oh, yeah, man. I don't know, man. My shit is from like 2019 and my shit is working, dog. I don't know, man. You need a new computer. What is that, a Mac?
No, it's a PC, bro.
Oh, well, that's why.
No, I think it's the router, dude. I think it's an old router.
Okay. I mean, you know more than me. You're the video guy.
Apparently not.
What was I just saying, man? Today's media is kicking stand-up comedy's asses. Shit's so stupid. Hey, not this comedian. I'm hanging with it. But yeah, I mean, it's almost comical. Like Don Lemon keeps trying to catch him and all, like, you don't really believe that the government tried to kill Kennedy. Who doesn't believe that? Who believes what they tell us? Who believes that it was just one dude? I don't believe that, especially since I've been there, since I went to where he got shot. And I'm like, there's no way from that short distance that dude got off all those shots, man. There's no way. No way. You know, it's a small area.
I know. I've been down there in Dallas.
Yeah, man. It's a small little area, man. I thought it was much bigger. Those old SNL news skits are the norm. Well, I remember like when they first started running back in 2016, I think it was. I woke up one time and they had SNL was on and they were doing the thing of the debates. And I honestly, it took me 15 minutes to realize it was SNL.
Right.
I honestly thought it was just the debates. It's all just a joke, you know. And then you get these idiots who just eat this shit up, who believe everything that they're told. That's the crazy people to me. The ones who like literally just believe it. And they go, no, you know, they said on CNN or CNBC, you know. And Trump's still going to Milwaukee. I'm telling you, he's like Tupac and 50 Cent all mashed into a Kennedy.
Into a Kennedy.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the album to drop, dude. This dude's gonna go triple fucking platinum. He's gangster. He's gangster, dog. You know, you figure he also trolls like 50 does.
He does better.
You know what I'm saying? He's like a political 50 Cent, man. Yeah, this is going to fire up the MAGA cult. Is there a MAGA cult? Timor.
There definitely is, bro. 100%.
And I don't think
I'm shocked.
Anyone.
I'm shocked. No, dude, there's a cult. 100%.
They call
just
anyone,
like the left and the right, bro. There's wackos on both sides, dude.
But the
fact that you deny it is
you never met one yet. Nah, listen, I'm not denying anything. I never met one. I met people who are for Trump. You know, they wear the hat.
No,
but it's just they're trying to say anybody who votes for Trump is a MAGA.
But that's not what he's. That's not what.
That's what they're saying.
That's not what Timor.
You're a MAGA.
You're twisting his words, bro.
No, I'm just saying when you say the MAGA cult, who's the MAGA cult? Because according to mainstream media, it's anybody who wants Trump. You know, it's anybody who wants Trump.
You're not wrong with that. You're not wrong.
It's called MAGA. They used to just call them Republicans. Now they're called MAGA Republicans. Well, what's the difference between a MAGA Republican and a Republican that wants to vote for Trump?
Not sure.
That's the point I'm trying to make, is that they're putting MAGA in front of everything, just like they put theory behind every time that you say the word conspiracy, as to say there is no such thing as conspiracies. You know, the amount of brain cells. Well, I mean, listen, man, I'm not saying there's no people that are
extremists
on the left, but do they call themselves MAGA? You know what I'm saying? Do they call themselves MAGA anything? The red hats are the difference. I know a lot of people who got that red hat. I know a lot of people who rock that red hat. Now, if you rock the hat that says "Make America Great Again," which now, you know, at least it has more meaning than it did last time. You know, that's the LGBTQ cult. Now that's a cult.
They got to add C into it for us.
Yeah, man. It's funny because they include us, but they don't include us.
Yeah, dude. You know what? Dude, I was at that show last night and I had to sit. They sat us in the front row, you know, because we just went there as like patrons, which I hate because, you know, I'm not trying to be involved in somebody's dumb crowd work, right? Which it's almost always bad, especially at the showcase show. So the host starts saying, you know, she's doing some jokes and she does this joke about like how Italian words have feminine and masculine, you know, endings. And it was like a bit on that. And then she points to me and she's like, do you identify as a heterosexual cisgendered man? And I paused and didn't answer because I was going to say something like, you know, no, that's what you label me as. But I was just like, yes. And then she started like going a little bit. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. She moved on. But then
you gave in. I would have said, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a llama.
But then this other kid starts fucking with me, right? He's like making fun of my shirt, right? And he's like, what do I do for work? And I say video work. And then he's like, oh, porn. And I was like, no, comedy. And then he kind of like stopped. right? But he was like saying some shit, and I wanted to say something, be like, bro, I like film way better comedians than this bullshit shit that you're fucking doing right
Well,
now.
look, you're
dog.
sitting in the front, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting in the front.
I know.
What do you expect to happen?
Yeah.
You know, give me a fucking break. Oh, I was in the front and they talked to me. You should have told the dude I don't want to sit in the front. I'm in the comedy business. I don't really want to sit in the front.
Yeah, I should have done that. You're right.
No, but you wanted to set yourself up to
I
be
didn't want to
spoken
set myself up. No, I didn't. That's wrong. That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you just had to sit there.
Yeah, I do.
When it's friendly face Brian. Horrible. Horrible. What's your hat say? New what?
New Yorkers.
Oh, New Yorkers.
Yeah, it's like I got it from St. Mark's. They did a show with those guys.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Very cool. Look who's here.
Mama.
Yo, I thought the other day I lost her, dog. Yo, you don't even know. I came home and she didn't come to the door to greet me, right? Which is rare, but she does it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm looking in all her spots, dude, and she's not there. And I'm like, where the fuck is she? So now I'm calling her. She's not coming anywhere. Now I'm looking in places that I know she wouldn't be. Can't find her. I said, did I leave her outside, on the patio? I look over the patio to see if I see her fucking body splattered on the floor. I don't see that. I'm ready to start knocking on neighbors' doors, thinking she must have slipped out the door. I'm going insane looking for her, dude. Insane. And then I go back to the closet to look, and I turn around, and she's poking her head out where my TV is in this thin little area where the computer goes. She's poking her head out. I'm like, why are you hiding from me, yo? Dude, you don't even know because there's nowhere for her to hide in my house.
Right.
I don't have a lot of shit. Everything is open. I was losing my fucking mind, dog. I can't even tell you, dog. I was bugging out. Like, where the fuck is my cat?
I love that. I don't love that.
It was horrible. It was horrible. I can't even tell you, man, how it took me a while to get upset. To get over how upset I was when she finally poked her head out. And I'm like, why? Why? Like, you were definitely hiding from me just now. For what reason? To
Just
tear my heart up? To make me feel bad?
Mm-hmm. I think that's what it was. That's not nice.
Fucking
hide and go seek with the cat.
Fucking horrible, man. Who was headlining the show you went to yesterday?
It wasn't really a headliner. It was a showcase show at Rodney's, like a bringer.
At Rodney's.
Yeah,
How was Rodney's? How is it? Is it all new, or did they keep the old?
No, it looks completely different. But the only experience that I have with the old club was seeing it on tape, like from Dom's tape.
Oh, yeah. So, I wonder if the stage is still when you walk into the left.
It is, but there's when you walk in, there's a bar. And then
there's always been a bar.
Yeah, then you walk into the room. There's like a separation, and then the room, and then it's on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kept the stage where it was.
Yeah, but it's like all painted blue. It's like blue and gold. Everything in there.
How's it look?
The bar looks nice. The room I don't really like, but they got a sick video set up.
I never did well over there.
Yeah.
Never really had a good show. I had maybe 1 or 2 good shows, but I performed there like 10 times.
Tristan did great, by the way.
Yeah. Well, Tristan's a funny fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did great.
Yeah, man. I was trying to get Jason on the show today.
Oh shit. He's probably busy.
Yeah, he's always busy, man. He's always busy. But that'd have been great if I'd have been able to get him. No. Oh man, yo. But yeah, man.
Rated G podcast made my day.
Oh man, it's fucking awesome, yo. That means a lot to me, yo. It really does. I watched the fights yesterday. I don't know if you're still on, but did you check out the fights last night? They were on Hulu for free.
UFC?
Yeah. This one dude kept taking spinning elbows to the face, right? And his fucking eyebrow was so split that it looked like a mouth. They wound up stopping the fight with like a minute left.
Too much blood.
Dude, the dude didn't quit. His eye quit. That
Yeah.
eye, like they wiped the eye, and the eye was like, yo, this is fucked up. Like, we got to stop. And the other guy was like, nah, man, I want to keep fighting. And he was like, nah, man, don't listen to him. Take it from me. We don't want to keep fighting. I've never seen it, the bruise like quit the show for you, man. Like that eye was talking. You know what I'm saying? That eye was like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore. Done.
It's crazy, man, how hard those guys fight and can take hits after hits after hits after hits and still keep going.
That dude got fucked up. He came in looking like Captain America. I was like, yo, this dude looks straight up like a superhero. Man, he went up against fucking a super villain. That dude popped his head open, dude. It was crazy. I love the slow motion shots when they get punched in the face. It's amazing how much the face can crinkle.
You just
like it just wrinkles.
And then the spit that goes flying.
And you see the fucking like
sweat,
the waves in the cheeks.
The
like
ripples.
It's not just the move, but it ripples. Like the whole face ripples.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. This one chick, the last fight, the chick was fucking fighting. This bitch punched the eyelash off. Her eyelashes went flying in the air, yo.
Eyebrow or eyelash? Lashes?
Eyelashes. She probably had some sort of fake lashes on or something.
Nah, not for a fight, dude. I mean, maybe it was just like the friction. The friction knocked it off.
Well, she did have she had a big like scrape along her eye afterwards that just swelled up. Yeah, but yeah, literally, and you saw it. I was like, am I bugging? Or did her eyelashes just get punched off her face? And then the announcer goes, ooh, there goes her eyelashes.
That's gonna hurt.
Dude, to be a fighter, you really got to be down with pain. I'm not.
Well, they're usually kids from like bad neighborhoods, right? You know, poor kids, or you know, they're never.
No, not anymore. Not anymore, man. The chant, most bizarre aspect.
Oh, after they shot him, they started going USA, USA, USA.
Oh yeah. They also did that yesterday when the American dude was fighting another American dude, but he just looked like Captain America. So for some reason, they started chanting USA, USA. And his eye was like, stop doing that. You're only keeping them going. Like that eye wanted to quit, dog. That eye called it. That eye was going, get me a doctor. Stop this fight.
Stop the fight.
Yo, dude. That shit was, I couldn't even look at him. It was one of those gashes that I was just like, oh, stop fucking showing this dude talking, man. We get it. He lost. Oh, I couldn't do it. So many of those, like, even just when they kick you in your shins, I'd be like, chill, 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 chill. Stop, stop, stop. You know, one dude got elbowed in the top of the head. So they stopped the fight for a second and said it's up to him if he wants to continue.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't continue.
No.
Look, I'm not one. These dudes are fighters, man. I'm not one to say that the dude was milking it, but it looked like he was milking it. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying what it looked like. It's fucked up when shit like that happens because you're the only one who really knows. But I felt like when they told him, do you want to continue? And he was like, oh, I got the choice.
Yeah.
Like, I think he looked at the dude's name. The dude was a big, huge dude. I'm like, he just said, nah. You mean I can go home right now and it's a no contest? That was enough. I don't think, because he was going to lose.
Oh, is that what it is? If they have to stop the fight from like something like that?
It was early in the fight. They said that because of an injury, because of accidental elbows to the head, which in slow motion, he took.
How are they accidental?
Well, because he had him in a thing and he was popping them, and you could hit on the sides, but you can't hit on the top. So supposedly he caught him like twice on the top, although it only looked like once, and even then it wasn't with the point of the head; it was with the shin. I mean,
right. the forearm.
Forearm. But then again, who am I to say? I mean, the dude's a big dude, But it just kind of had to look like that dude was like, I'd rather go home. It's not going to get much better than this right now. I don't have it in me. That hurt, and it's only going to get worse. It was only going to get worse. That dude was throwing haymakers. haymakers. I mean, haymakers. They were showing the clips, and in all the clips, he's just pounding in people's faces. And I'm like, that dude just quit. He just said, fuck it. That's what I think. But once again, like I said, I don't know. He was a lot less dizzy when they called the fight. When they called the fight, homeboy wasn't as dizzy as he was before he called the fight.
Yeah.
You know, and at no point did he look like he wanted to continue to fight. Like he wasn't even standing up. He never even stood up, like in the corner, you know, like, no, let me just get some time. And the dude was like, you still got 2.5 minutes. You still got 2.5 minutes. Let's see. And he's like, no, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I would have been done too, but then again, I would have never gotten the ring with that animal.
Right.
You know, but I would have quit too. So I'm not taking anything from him. I would have quit after the first kick to the stomach, after I threw up all over his fucking leg.
Yeah. Your sausage and eggs. You threw sausage and eggs.
All over. There's so many shots I see where I'm like, I would have threw up. Right there.
Just toss the cookies.
Straight up, like a healthy one. Like a poof. You know, instead of blood stains all over, you would have just saw piles of puke all over.
That's disgusting.
You would have been slipping and sliding in that shit, dude.
I got to piss you. Hold on a second.
You know. Hey, guys, man, if you want to check out where I am, I'm over at AC Jokes. Go to acjokes.com. There can only be one, man, although there's a bunch of people trying to pretend. There can only be one AC Jokes, and that's us, acjokes.com, man. I'm performing there all week. We got Sherrod Smalls coming down again at the end of the month. I think it's next week Sherrod is down here. We got Shannon coming back down. I'm always here. If you haven't seen me yet, come see me, man. I'm usually pretty good. Not always, but usually, man. I think I've had some good sets the last couple of times. I think I'm worth the $20. So come on down to AC Jokes and check out AC Jokes. And on Mondays, man, I will be there this Monday again. I'm doing the midnight show over at the Grizzly Pear. Check that out. Classes start today at AC Jokes, man, at 4:00. So you have 15 minutes to sign up if anybody still wants to sign up for the class. They're running every Sunday for 6 weeks. And then on the 7th week is the graduation class where you will perform in Atlantic City. It's a good thing. The class is definitely going on. I would say you probably have, like, you know, if you're going to do it, this is your last week to join up. But yeah, the class is going on today, 4:00. Check me out at acjokes.com. And, you know, what happened to the Claridge? Are you just resorts now? We will be back at Claridge a couple of times a month. But we're not going to be doing a steady at Claridge. Our steady now is at resorts. And we will be at Claridge every once in a while. That teacher is impressive. Hope you get a great turnout. Yeah, right now, I mean, we like to keep the classes small. So we do have a class, but there is a couple of seats left. And yeah, he's a beast when it comes to the game, man.
Yeah, Jim was great.
You know,
great guest.
But speaking out, there can only be just one. Matt called me up. Matt Bridgestone, if you don't know who he is, he's one of the biggest bitches in comedy, right? Anybody who's worked with him knows, and anybody who's still working with him will learn. He's still one of the biggest bitches. He called me up bugging out, talking about how, like, supposedly we had some incident on the boardwalk a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Who, the two of you?
That's what he was saying. He was claiming that, you know, I got in his face. He was claiming that I threw tickets all over the place and that I tried to llama him. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't remember ever seeing him on the boardwalk. Maybe I'm wrong. I do a lot of drugs. But yeah, he called me up to tell me that, you know, the cops told him that he could press charges and that if he doesn't want to press charges now, you know, he doesn't have to do it now. He could even wait a year or 2 years to press charges. And I said, it sounds like you're calling me to send me some sort of veiled threat. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it sounds. No, I'm calling you to tell you I'm not pressing charges. I said, but you're following that up with I can press charges next year or the year after, because apparently, you know, attempted assault has no limitation. You can go 3, 4, 5 years down the line and still try to press charges, which, like I said, I do not know what he's talking about. But if he's claiming that I tried to spit on him, I hope he remembers that I identify as a llama. and I have enough footage and I have enough recordings of me saying this for the last, I didn't just come out as a llama. I came out as a llama the minute, you know, it became the thing to be whatever you want to be. So
as soon as you felt comfortable, you mean, right? When you felt comfortable coming out?
As soon as I knew it was a comfortable environment to let people know.
Right.
But anyone who knows me knows I identify as a llama. So taking a llama to court because he did what llamas do seems a little weird. But once again, like I said, I do not recall the incident. You know. But as far as that goes, I told him press charges. Don't do me no favors, dog. You know. It sounded like a veiled threat to me. He was trying to say, you know, that he was looking to apologize. I said, I don't know what you're trying to apologize for, dog. I got no beef with you. You're the one calling me. He's the one harassing me, calling me up while I'm sitting there just trying to do my thing. You know,
the magic loogie.
You know, I know not what he speaks of, but I do know that, you know, I am a llama, and every now and then, whether I remember it or not, llamas do what llamas do. What do you want me to tell you? You know, yeah. So he called me up and he was like, I guess this was a complete waste of time. And I said, yeah, it was. It sounded like he was trying to get me to confess something that I never did because he was probably recording it on the other end. He's a little,
for sure.
He's a little sneak recordy bitch. You know, he's done it to me before where he's recorded me.
That's right. Filmed you multiple times
recorded me sneakily and, you know, and, you know,
without
whatever. You know, I would just hope he stays where cameras are. This way, there's no misunderstandings, you know, because at least then I will be, you know, I will be, you know, validated when they go to the cameras to see that I wasn't even anywhere in the fucking vicinity. Yeah. You know, it gets a little more tricky if there's no cameras to prove either of our story, because then it's, you know, your word against mine and your face against mine. You know, that's awesome that he called, though. Nothing like when friends reach out. Yeah, man, make no mistakes. He's not a friend, but like I said, I don't got beef with the fag. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that as gay. I meant that as a dude with no backbone, no balls. And it's crazy because he has the panda eyes. I never seen somebody with such deep panda eyes and not be famous.
Panda eyes?
Yeah.
Like step back in his head?
No, like those dark rings when you're getting pounded in the back. The panda eyes.
Oh, is that what that's from?
That's what they say. I mean, look it up. Panda eyes. I'll give you the definition of panda eyes. He's definitely rocking them. I would have thought he'd be real famous.
Oh, panda eyes. Yeah. No. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Huh.
Yeah, I would have thought he'd be much more famous by now with those eyes.
I didn't realize that's what that did to you. Well, it's probably Merc, right?
Yeah, it's probably Merc that's pounding him in the backside. Yeah.
Yeah, I can get you in a movie.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know.
But
like I said, I do not know what he speaks of. I hope he you know, comes to his senses and stops calling me. Otherwise, I might have to put an order of protection out on him.
Right.
You know, to keep him away from me.
Yeah, it's not a bad call.
You know,
a little protective order. That'd be great, dude. You get him served with some papers that say he's not allowed within 500 feet of you.
Yeah, man, what a little pussy. Send him a link to Triple X Playground. Got a customer right there. Yeah, exactly. He loves to get fucking pegged. He's a pegger. Or would he be a peggy? He's a peggy because he takes it. So that would be a peggy. The pegger would.
A peggette.
Yeah. He's a bitch ass taken in the backside, non-funny, panda-eyed, overweight, stupid individual. You know. And you know, I know not what he speaks of. I have no beef with the individual. I just call him as I see him. You know. And like I said, if I really wanted to be a bitch, you know, I could definitely destroy him just by a couple of posts. Just a couple of posts would destroy him.
We actually have some audio that was recorded from him last night around 3:15 in the morning. You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure. Calls me to threaten me with police. Motherfucker think he Drake. Hysterical. You know, talk about I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you I don't want to. But you're following it up with you can.
Mhm.
Sounds like you're trying to put me in some sort of check that is not needed to put me into, because like I said, I have no beef with the individual. You know, I don't even know if the incident he's talking about. I was like, dude, what date was that? Give me a date. You know. He's like, it's all on camera. All right, so then you don't need me.
Right.
If it's all on camera, I'm pretty sure the camera will show something different than what you're saying when I break it down as to what was being said. If in fact something actually happened, and at some point I would have to break it down. The fuck? What are you gonna do to me, dude? What can you possibly do to me?
He's a crumb.
He is a fucking crumb. He is such a fucking weasel. Such a fucking jellyfish. He's a fucking jellyfish. He's a puffer fish.
Spineless.
Spineless.
Pokey.
Fucking dummy. What a piece of shit, man. And the sad thing is he has a kid. That's the sad thing, is that he's actually a father. Ugh. Not a good one, by the way. And that's just, you know, listen, you let your kid do whatever you want to do. You're not a good parent. You're not supposed to be their friend. You're supposed to be their parent. You know, and that he is not. Like I said, anyone who knows him knows these things. So it's not like I'm saying anything that no one knows. Anyone who works with him knows he's a piece of shit. And anyone who still works with him will find out. I'm not telling anyone not to work with him. I never stop anybody from making money. Go make your money, dog. But just remember, people, all money ain't good money. You know?
Oh, I know, baby. I know.
You know? So the question now becomes, will they try again? You think they're going to try again to get him? I think so. I don't think they're done. You know?
I don't think he's making it, dude.
Oh, I think he'll make it.
You think he'll survive it all?
He's going to come up now with a helmet. He'll be wearing a helmet.
He's got somebody testing out all his meals before he eats them. He's got a taste tester.
He better.
I would do that. Yeah, I would do that.
He better. Nah, but they're going to hit him with like a radio control mosquito.
Yeah, or like a MRSA or something like that. They're going to get the guy who did those Boeing jobs.
Some sort of radio control mosquito is going to land on him, bite him. He's going to have a heart attack, which isn't odd for an 80-something-year-old man to have.
70-something. I think he's 78.
Oh, well, there you go. That's not odd either. He's already over the threshold of what is the average lifespan.
Yeah.
You know, he's 2 years over. So it's like if he had a heart attack, how can you argue the heart attack? But they didn't want to do that. They wanted it to be in a great way so that they can send the message out there to anybody else who wants to go across the line and go against the deep state, that we will blow your head off in public. That's the message. The message is we'll blow your head off. Go ahead. Keep running. You thinking of running, Gary? Somebody told me you were thinking of trying to run, Gary. Well, we'll blow your fucking head off, which is why I'm not running.
It's a good move.
Never ran, never will, which is bullshit. I ran plenty of times. Run and get away. Live to fight another day. You know, I ran plenty of times, man. How do you think I made it this far? Sometimes you got to run. Sometimes you got to duck. I don't give a shit. I'm no fucking Superman, yo. But I have looked like the Flash a couple of times. You know, I'll run. I don't give a fuck. Who am I trying to impress? You know. But yeah, I think they're gonna get him again. I think they're gonna try to do him again. It's gonna be harder this time around. You know.
Think they would, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think so. You know. And now what do we got? We got the next time you check the video, look at the woman in the white dress next to the president. She's as cool as a cucumber. Then the people in the top left before the shots fired. I mean, so then what would be said was what? That everybody in that crowd was part of it?
Or an actor?
I don't know. There's, like I said, I believe in conspiracies. I think they happen all the fucking time. There's some point though where I have to say, all right, well, how much got involved in this? Like, how many people are in it? How many people? You know what I'm saying? Like, there does come a point where it just becomes like, I don't know.
How far down are we going to go?
I mean, I don't know. Like how everybody behind there was staged too. It's a lot of people involved in something. And think about it. The only way something stays a secret if it's between one person.
That's true.
That's the only way it stays a secret. The minute it goes beyond one person, then your chances of keeping that secret diminishes, like the first 48, it diminishes at least 50%.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a bunch more people into it. What you can just keep killing everybody. And then someone's got to do the killing, which means that's somebody else who knows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there comes a point where it's like, I don't know. It was either staged, which I'm not
with that. I don't think it was. It was planned. It was planned.
Normally, I can say, well, stage means that Trump did it, or someone on Trump's side did it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be staged. Planned would be the other side. They planned to kill him.
Right.
So was it staged? I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say because he pumped his fists up and he looked like he turned it into a moment. But that's also Trump. That's also what Trump would do. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be up there in Milwaukee talking about nobody gets shot like I get shot. Okay? They were pretty close, only 130 feet away. That's almost amateur. That's my terrible Trump impression. But nobody, he'll be talking that shit today. Today should be a very interesting fucking speech. It's going to be, whether he was,
it's going to be crazy, dude. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely nuts.
He's going to be talking shit, dude. There's going to be a beat behind him. I heard Funk Flex is going to be there. I heard Premier is going to be his DJ. And he's just going to come up and start dropping diss tracks, dude. That would be great. If Trump just came out, first of all, he has to come out to Many Men. Either that or Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I think Many Men's the better one.
Many Men's the better one. And then he's got to go and drop a freestyle.
Yeah.
He drops a freestyle. He rehires the S1Ws from Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Triple platinum. Easy triple platinum, man. Easy. Well, time will tell. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a very interesting next year. This year
we got July to August, August to September, September to October, October to November. We got 4 months until the election.
And I will be making Gary G. Garcia for President shirts.
Very nice.
Limited edition. Only 100 are going to be made. They'll be coming out shortly. So when they come out, I'll let you know, and make sure you cop one of your Gary G. Garcia for President t-shirts, man. I got to do it. I got to put my foot in the water, as Mel told me.
Yeah.
Now's a fun time to run.
Yeah, dip that toe, baby.
Yeah, man. I feel like Suge should run from prison.
He could.
That'd be a gangster shit. Let's go, man. Listen, guys, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. Spending some time with us. I got to go hit the boardwalk and sell some tickets because it's what I do. Never above that, man. I've been in the game for like going on 11 years and I'm still barking, but it's what I do so that I can just do comedy for a living, but am I really just doing comedy?
Yeah.
I realize why I can't sell tickets, man, because I'm not a salesman. Salesman, I was watching this thing. Yeah, he donated $15 to Progressive Turnout.
Whatever.
I don't know what that means.
Means nothing.
So they got 3 victims that were shot. Corey Comparador, whatever. He's deceased, 50 years old. David Dutch is 57 from Kensington. And James Copenhagen, 74. Got shot. So there were 3 people that got shot. Yeah. What was I just saying?
You just do comedy? Are you just doing comedy? Are you not just doing comedy? You're doing other stuff? You just realized you're not a salesman?
Oh, I'm not a salesman. I'm not a salesman because to be a really good salesman,
You got to lie.
You got to be, there has to be a thing of a morality value in a sense. Like, in other words, you can't be a real sincere dude and be a great salesman.
Yep.
You
It's
know,
true.
because to be a good salesman, you're convincing someone to buy something they didn't need and didn't want. That's a salesman. Otherwise, the shit sells itself. That's why I say I never sold drugs, because I never tried to convince someone to buy drugs. People just came and said, "Do you have drugs?" And they sold themselves. You know, but to be a good salesman like Mike or Petey or Matt, you know, you're convincing people that don't want to go to, like, any ticket I sold is because they wanted to see me again, or they wanted to go to a comedy club, and I just so happened to be the person who spoke to them. But I've never been able to convince someone who doesn't want to go to a comedy show, you know, to come to a comedy show. Because to be that, you have to be a salesperson. And once you're a salesperson, you're kind of giving up a little bit of your morals. That makes sense.
I agree. Yeah,
no,
you're 100%. Yeah, you're 100% right, dude. 100%.
And it shows in their comedy. There's no sincerity in their comedy. Their comedy is all stolen or taken from old, you know, stolen in some sort of way, or just real bad, you know. So obviously what they're doing is selling the fact that they're comedians, and they're not even comedians. So, you know, to be a really good salesman, you have to be able to have no value. You know, no core value to yourself. You know, if you had the heart, you'd be a serial killer. If you had the balls, you know, Themor, G, we get out there in a Barack bikini, and you'll sell the hell out of those tickets. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but Michelle says, I'd rather sell your tickets than mattresses. The thing is, pretty much everyone who goes into your store is looking to buy a mattress.
That's true.
99% of the boardwalk aren't looking to go to a comedy show. You have to convince them, you know. And I'm not saying I can't, but there comes a point where I'm not going to push it any further. You know, I will say I'm funny. I will say I'm worth the $20. I'll even go as far as to say, if you don't laugh, I'll give you your money back. That's my sales pitch. If I don't make you laugh, then I don't want your money. I don't deserve it because I didn't give you what you bought. And I know I'm going to make you laugh. That's why I can make that sales pitch, you know. But at the end of the day, I don't push any further than that. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, you don't want to come. If you change your mind, I'll be here. Whereas I've seen people like follow motherfuckers down the boardwalk. The dude was saying no 30 times, and then they come back and they have a close. You know, I'm happy to say I'm not a salesman, but I do sell tickets. So if you're on the boardwalk and you see me there, man, come grab your tickets from me. You save some money. Listen, I hope everybody stays safe. I hope you have a great Sunday. Everyone who stopped in to say what's up, I appreciate y'all. Everyone who commented, man, I appreciate y'all. And everyone who says that we somehow, in some way, make their day, then that just made my day, and it gives me another reason to push on, man. I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for hanging out, and I hope you guys have a great Monday. You know, hopefully tomorrow, zombies won't be here, and we'll just get to move on forward. Till next time, man. Follow Brian at Brian the Video Guy. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. Don't forget to check out my special. It's still up there. I don't think it's great, but, you know, some people enjoyed it. Till next time, peace.
Peace.